game of our last series today. I know I said the last one was the last series. Surprise! More StarCraft. Top left, souL. Bottom right, DnS. TVP, best of 3. What's up, Shemzy? Still sticking decorations on the tree, baubles on the tree? Of course we are, dude. Of course we are. Let me get you a pink glittery one. Literally, what more could you ask for, Shemzy? A pink glittery bauble. My favorite raid leader. Who has not been there all week. What can I say? Thank you so much for the 5-month resub. Can you get some love in the chat for Shemzy? Let's look at the decoration on the tree after the game. Let's cast this final game of StarCraft 2. Next is on the way down to start up from DnS as souL will get the Reaper on the way. And do you see that probe just going to be chased around by the SCV down on the low ground? So CC will drop down, and do you see the Marine on the way out as well? Just looking to chase that probe away. So DnS and souL both eliminated again this series, more for fun than anything else. It was played before we knew what the final results of the group were, and before we knew where everyone was at. So it was played well before that point, and this is just us casting it to see what happens. Probe from DnS is going to be arriving down to the bottom side, is going to enter the main base. You can see the Stargate dropping down here. This Adept just getting chrono boosted out from DnS as well, so Adept about to pop, Warp Gate coming up too. And yeah, I mean at the same time as Stargate from DnS is also just coming up on that main base. That Nexus will finish up here. And a Command Center dropping down on the natural from souL. That's going to be finishing as soon as he goes into this 1-1-1 setup. So Starport finishing. So it's going to be that Widowmine drop. We've seen that a little bit early on. Depth will shade forwards. You see the Marines going to be able to get past, stop the Adept from shading in there. Oracle on the way up from DnS from the Stargate, so getting going. I'm sorry, Naruto. Emil told me to do one more, so I did one more. Literally, I didn't even run ads or anything. Emil just convinced me. I know. I'm a terrible person. What do you want me to say? Use the logo of the background. No, dude. I really like not being able to see it half the time. Oh, it means I have to go find the file again. I was gonna fix this after today anyways. Because last time I actually forgot to put the logo on. Don't blame me, I'm sorry. I was gonna just make the words grey so they're easier to read. But I think it's perfect. So I was just gonna do that. And that saves me finding the whole other logo. It's like magic. Macfield Accelerator starting up here from souL. Second Cyclone's on the way. Just gonna be seeing a couple more gateways on the way up as well in this main as too. So DnS, I mean, kind of playing similar to what we've seen the Terra Cross players playing earlier today. As oh no, the Oracle though flies over the Marines. That's gonna go down. The Adepts get hit by a mine. Third base cancelled. Wow, pretty effective little drop here from souL. I was gonna say DnS playing similar to what we've seen Protoss players doing today. Just he's also going for the Oracle before the Phoenix, but then going into the Phoenix quite heavily now. Couple Marines on the way up as we see a few SCVs pulled with this as well. So souL going to go for quite the attack here. Haraparo, thank you so much for the 400 bits. Ooh, thank you so much. Can we get some love in the chat? Hits us up with a sub, comes in with 400 bits on top. Ay. Push comes in from souL though, and this could of course get very dangerous very quickly. A cycle locks onto the Stalker here with Macfield done. Kind of feels like DnS just doesn't have much. The Adepts come in from the back side of this. Phoenix trying to lift up the Cyclones, and there's just way too much from souL. He's just going to push his way through this. And souL is going to be able to pick up game number 1 of this best of 3. Locks onto another couple of bits and pieces, but I mean, this natural expansion is just falling. The souL is just in complete control of this low ground. DnS is going to be losing out on a couple of these couple of these Phoenix maybe. So I'm going to get rid of some Cyclones. I just can't talk anymore. See, this is why we weren't going to do one more series, because my decorations, there's just stuff everywhere. It's crazy. Okay. The top right hand side, our blue Terran player is souL. And to the bottom left, our red Protoss. Wardy's always on top of his shave. I know. Check me out. Not even shaving every day. What am I doing with my life? I like getting a bit of facial hair every, few days. Feel as though I can pull it off for a little bit and then realize, no, I really can't. What's up? Boyne has 95. Thank you so much for the fresh subscription. You'll get decoration on the tree straight out of the game as well. Thank you so much. What does Boyne has mean? Feels like it means something. Is it... I don't know. I don't know what it could be. It feels like it should be a word though. If it comes over, gonna start nibbling away at a probe or two here, and just get one kill to open up with. DnS has gone across the map with his first Adept, hence nothing to really deal with the Reaper, so hope that Adept can make up for what is already 2 probes lost and lost mine time. Another probe has to pull away as souL. His Reaper is really starting to cause a little bit of chaos. Oh, third probe going down. The Adept will slow down the command center at the very least. That's 1 SCV kill. You see the product counter dropping down from DnS as well on the main base, so getting that set up. You see the SCP in a little bit of trouble there. A couple of Marines coming over to keep on pushing that Adept away. He will shade forwards up in towards the natural, just to get a little bit more information. Will not commit though. I mean, it's just suicide. Isn't worth the 1 extra SCV that he might be able to kill. Never mind at the front once again. souL looking for a similar opening. And obviously it's a little bit different though from DnS. He does commit up here, but the command center finishes, so he was able to go up in towards the command center with the workers, save them. Doesn't get the Widowmane either, so actually a very unfortunate setup for DnS. Doesn't get anything out of this. I mean, loses the wow. I mean, that's actually crazy. Doesn't get anything out of this at all. Set the Widowmine off with the Adept when it's shaded. Then he goes and he doesn't actually get the kill. He doesn't get any SCVs. It's a shame. It's a little bit of a shame there, as we are going to be seeing the blink just on the way up right now. The game sounds way too loud. Does that mean my microphone's just randomly decided to die again? It seems to like doing this lately. Why does my microphone it's just so random. It just for some reason decides to just stop being at the normal volume. And then it just drops right back down. It's just so dumb. This is why I need a new headset as well. Probe gets picked up as the blink is about halfway done. A couple of extra gateways being added into play. We'll still be on the way up, and well, wouldn't mind burrowing up as these Marines press forwards. And 2 more racks still coming through as well as souL just trying to apply a little bit of pressure to follow up with this at the moment as we'll be seeing loading the Marines and loading the Widow Mines. The Widow Mines going to go off with a big connection. Wow, 7 probes. And, I mean, he gets his medevac, he gets all of these units with 8, 9 workers in the end. souL is putting himself into a grand position to get this going. Engineering base also the +1 attack as souL. A successful opening has led him into a fairly decent setup now to obviously go into a good little mid-game. DnS going to opt for the double forges while taking the 3rd Nexus. Going to try and bring these Stalkers forwards and get some SCVs. He will get 2. He does have Blink, but he loses a couple Stalkers anyways. That tank fire and the bunker combined got a lot done. And as now we see Stimpack, Combat Shields, and +1 attack all on the way up across the Raxas and the engineering base. So all of that coming through at the moment. And as you do see this Warp Prism heading towards the upper right-hand side of the map to get ready to roll. +1 attack, +1 armor. Charge upgrade coming through as well in the Twilight Council. Again, that Prism going to be heading towards the main in just the next few moments. Extra gates coming down the back of the natural as we do see this little bit of bio from souL moving out onto the map, and we are going to be seeing DnS going to drop off a few adepts in the back of this main base, so looking to get a few of these SCVs. The SCVs going down, and so far a pretty good job. 5 workers killed so far here. Should target the other workers, I feel like. Oh, I guess he is kind of doing a decent job against these Marines. Well, as well, you could have got 3 more workers so easily that. Anyways, Widow Mines throw her up, and this 3rd Nexus is now into trouble, and this is just the repercussions of having lost so many workers earlier on in this. 3rd Nexus is now somewhat unholdable. 5 workers going down as they try to retreat. 3rd Nexus falls. DnS can't even really try to defend this. I mean, still, these adepts come back in across the map, and they will go for a few more SCVs again, and still actually very successful. 3 more SCVs, still no adepts lost. Bio tries to sim forwards here. The force field's big in terms of defending. Tank and Bio keeps on pressing forwards. The mic's down again? How can the mic go down even lower? It's impossible. Oh my god, I don't know what to do. I really don't. It's just so stupid. I mean, I can turn it up again, but then sometimes it's just going to pop and just blow everyone's ears off. Prism gets taken down. And we'll see the Bio unit stim it over to the left side. Nexus will fall just like that. Not even a cancel, so straight up kill there. I mean, there's a pylon up here that's powering a robo facility, so that'll go down. And that's not going to be able to be used anymore either. DnS gets away with it because souL doesn't target fire. Widow Mines blow up some Stalkers to the right side. The tank will go down, but even just the bio at the moment is doing pretty well. More bio units coming through the center. souL building a 3rd CC behind us to get up there in terms of economy. As we are going to be seeing souL has medevac's drained of energy, but still has a decent little something to do, work with. Simming forwards here, the sentry's already starting to go down. There's a couple of zealots left over. Ooh, the extra force fields that actually stop the extra units coming through, and that actually maybe keeps DnS alive here for just a few more moments. Coming forwards again, this gateway will now go down. I still feel like he should have just killed this pylon a long time ago. Probe here that was getting ready to build the 3rd Nexus, taken down as well. Force field drops, zealots doing their job tanking, but it's just a constant back and forth where souL can just kite away again and again and again. Bio comes back up into the center. 3rd Nexus from DnS will drop down. Warp Prism all the way through to the top side also. +1 armor is going to be coming up here from souL, as again just going to be seeing these medevacs. Just going to get back to healing on those bio units, so it's just going to keep healing this up and getting this up to nice high amounts of health. Zealot's just going to drop in though, so this is finally DnS finding an opportunity, finding a chance to get something done himself after souL has just been controlling this game for a while, but I mean, now the Prism chased away a little bit, and well, souL still has a huge army advantage. If you can just get across the map here, DnS is going to have an armor upgrade on top of what souL has, but I'm not sure if that makes enough of a difference. So I'm just trying to observe this army. It just keeps going backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. I feel like I'm never in the right position for it, and as soon as I go one way, I'm bouncing back to the other. Liberators will come out, and they'll be able to chase the Prism down, so they'll be able to guarantee a kill on this, and they'll actually force the recall, which means that, obviously, now you don't have to worry about it dealing damage. Go biopressing is reducing a couple of forces. Again, well played. DnS has been very good at trying to extend these engagements and keep them in his favor as best he can. The issue is eventually you run out of force fields. Eventually the bio becomes a bit much. The Liberators kind of force where you can and cannot fight. Widowmine goes off on an Immortal there, slashes the barrier on the other Immortal, and now everything just goes down. Too much bio. souL was just a little bit too far ahead. That's GG's, and it's a 2-0.